Hi, I'm Sarah, and today I'm going to be discussing childhood leukemia. So, I chose to discuss childhood leukemia primarily because when I was a freshman in high school, my neighbor and one of my closest friends was diagnosed with leukemia, and so I felt this was a good opportunity to learn more about this topic since I watched him battle with the disease for nearly a year. Unfortunately, he was able to overcome it. So, childhood leukemia is the most common type of cancer in children, and it accounts for 1 out of 3 cancers. It is a cancer of the white blood cells. Some of the symptoms of childhood leukemia include extreme fatigue, headaches and seizures, frequent infections, anemia, bruising and bleeding, difficulty breathing and coughing, swelling, lack of appetite, and weight loss. Leukemia occurs when one's body produces more white blood cells than are needed. Um, so these leukemia cells do not die, and as more of these cancer cells are produced, it stops the healthy white cells from growing and functioning properly. So basically, the bad cells outnumber the healthy cells, and that results in the leukemia. There are a couple of factors that have been suspected to increase the risk of developing leukemia, and they include artificial ionizing radiation, viruses like HIV, and smoking. Some people already have a genetic predisposition to developing leukemia, meaning that they already have a fault in one or several genes. People who have Down syndrome have seemed to have a higher risk of developing leukemia, and it is assumed to be because of certain chromosomal differences and changes. Treatment of leukemia can vary depending on the type of leukemia one has, and their age and their overall health in general. The main type of treatment is typically chemotherapy, but other treatments include targeted therapy, interferon therapy, radiation therapy, surgery, and stem cell transplantation. In the case of my neighbor, I remember he needed a bone marrow transplant, and his sister ended up being a match, so she ended up becoming the donor. And I remember that being an extremely painful process for the both of them. So treatments have been getting more and more reliable over the years because in 1975, the chances of surviving for 5 years or more after being diagnosed with leukemia was just 33.1%, and by 2009, that number had risen to 62.9%. In 2019, about 62,130 new cases of leukemia were expected to be diagnosed in the United States.